Pretty girls get their degree, okay? Nicki Minaj said it best. Barbz, stay in school, get your degree. You need to go to school. You need to go to a 4-year post-secondary institution. Colleges are cool, associate's degrees are cool, specific programs are good. Get your undergraduate degree and don't take a gap year. Controversial, I know. This is coming from someone who took a gap year and also for a minute there really considered not going to university, just doing my own thing, forging my own way in life. Let me tell you, you need your degree. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jessica. Welcome to the On the Way Up girls community where we help each other be our best selves. I'm gonna tell you 3 specific reasons why you need to get your undergraduate degree. You need to get educated. The first reason you just need to be educated is for yourself. If you gave me 2 options, you said, Jessica, you can have all the education, all the experience, all of the practice in getting your degree, or you can have the piece of paper that says you have your degree on it, but you can't have both. You can either just have the piece of paper, the credential, or you can have the knowledge and experience. I would take the knowledge and experience every single time. I'm so grateful I have both. But this is not just about a piece of paper. This is not just a stamp of approval. This is about your own self-development and working on these skills that you've been practicing throughout your whole life through school. But when you're actually going to university and you're like a baby adult and you're doing this on your own and you are the one responsible, especially if you're living in dorms, you've got to be responsible for your schedule, you've got to be responsible for your grades, for communicating with your professors, keeping track of deadlines. Maybe you're in leadership, you have some responsibility there. And then the actual education of everything you're learning, that is going to grow you like nothing else. And it's so true that confidence really comes from competence. So when I go through the world, it's very normal. It's very human. You might start a new job or move to a new city or be in a social situation that's awkward. And you're just thinking, I'm so dumb. I feel so stupid. But you can walk around the world with this just extra feeling of confidence when you know that you are deeply competent in a specific realm of knowledge. So my degree is in English with a minor in biblical studies. I can start a new job and think, I'm so stupid. But no one can take away from me the fact that actually I'm kind of a minor expert in something. I have definitive proof that actually I'm very capable at learning new things. It just takes time. I just need to be given the opportunity to learn that, and then I can do it. I have the proof right here. It's called a degree. And so I think this is actually the most relevant part when it comes to, there's a lot of conversation about stay-at-home moms and getting married really young, and we'll talk about that later. But if your biggest and most important professional and career goal for yourself is to be a wife and a mother, totally get that. You still need a degree. I'm working right now. I don't plan on working at all when I have kids, certainly not young kids. So I am right there with you. I fully get it. This is not about your career or your boss. This is about you fully realizing your potential. Because if you are someone with even just average intelligence, but certainly above average intelligence, basically if you could pass high school, you are capable of getting a degree and you won't be satiated with life and everything that you could learn from life unless you've studied something really deeply, really intensely for a couple of years. I also think you should get your master's if it's an opportunity in your life, if it comes up. I haven't yet, but I'm planning on getting my master's. It might be 10 years from now, but I'm gonna get it. God gave you the wonderful gift of knowledge and the ability to learn, and the best way to honor that gift is to use it. That's just for your own self-development. Number 2, obviously, is career. If you have a bachelor's degree, that is going to take you so much further and your pay is going to be so much better than if you just have a short-term program or an associate's degree or a couple of credits. There are doors that are going to be opened for you that are not even relevant to your specific subject matter. There's a girl that I follow on TikTok. I'm pretty sure her degree is in English. She makes 6 figures now, multiple times over, in finance. And it's because she was smart. She was able to leverage her degree and use the skills that she learned in her degree to learn how to learn other things in another area. But also the barrier to entry, she would not be in that job if she didn't have a bachelor's degree in something. The job that I have now, I actually didn't think that I was qualified for, but I am because I have my undergraduate degree. I know for a fact I would not be able to have this job if I didn't have my bachelor's. Your world is going to crack wide open. The opportunities presented to you and the money that's presented to you is going to be so much bigger with a degree. Get your degree. And then the third thing that is especially relevant to my beautiful audience, you're smart girls. You are working on self-development, growing, being your best selves. An object in motion stays in motion. So I, for example, took a year off university. I kind of just floundered, and I would love to say that I was an exception, but I know a lot of girls who have taken time off school between high school and university, and they have this year off or they have time off, and they think that this is going to be an amazing time where they learn all these new things and meet all these new people, and they're going to travel. And in my experience, the girls that I know, that happens a small minority of the time. They might do like a little trip somewhere, and that's cool. They might get a different minimum wage job from the current minimum wage job they have, and they might meet some new people because they joined a walking club. That's super cool. That has nothing on the opportunities that are going to come to you in your university. The opportunities that I had to meet incredibly cool people, both students and professors and people who worked for the university and alum. There are so many study abroad opportunities that came up. I went to Ireland, my sister went to New York City. There are leadership roles and clubs, and just I cannot express to you how many cool opportunities are presented to you because you go to a university. Of course, all of this is true if you go to university part-time or you do just a few years of school. But the immersive experience of doing something for 4 years straight, you become so a part of the community. You're there all the time, especially if you live in dorms. I highly recommend living in dorms. The university experience is just so cool, and it's so different from the not university experience. And when you finish high school and then you go into university, that ball is still rolling. You're still on that forward trajectory. You've still got that momentum. I know that when I took time off of school, I lost momentum. I stalled. I got confused about what I wanted. I felt like there were just so many opportunities, but all of them just felt kind of out of reach. I didn't know how to get to where I wanted. And you really start to flounder and lose sight of the things that excite you because you're actually not doing them. Compare with when you're in university, you're brushing elbows with people that are doing other cool things. So my degree was in English. If I had decided that I wanted to actually pursue science and I was still working my minimum wage job, how would I know what it was like to explore a degree in science or a career in science? But because I was in university, I could talk to friends. I could talk to the girls that lived on my floor. I could talk to professors. I could talk to all sorts of people about what opportunities are there actually if someone wanted to pivot and go into sciences, or is there an area where humanities and sciences intersect? Like you would have the opportunity to still keep going. Even if you take a little bit of side turns, you're still moving forward. And there's a very clear next step. When you finish high school, then you go into year 1 of university, year 2, year 3, year 4. And by the time you're finishing 4th year, you have some formed idea of what career direction you're going. That's still, post-grad is still an adjustment, and we're going to talk about that in another episode. But when I graduated, at least knew the direction that I was heading, and I had the steam and the momentum to keep going that direction. This video has mostly been aimed at those who are finishing high school or in that university age, but I want to say literally no matter what age you are, if you are 65 and you're thinking, I always wanted to do that, I never went to school or I never finished my degree, oh my gosh, go back to school. Go back to school. It is never too late because the time is going to pass anyway. However old you are now, add 4 years, would you rather be that age with a degree or without a degree? Right. So get the degree. Cost is a huge issue for so many people, and I get that. It truly is an investment. If it is at all possible for you to make it happen, there's scholarship, there's financial aid, there's student loans. If you're in Canada, get student loans. Oh my gosh. So many of my friends were like, no, because I don't want to have to pay it back. 4 years of free money, interest-free, that just sits in your account. Even if you don't use it, your money will make money in the bank. Oh my gosh. That's just for my Canadian girls. I don't know how it works in other places. If there's a way, you might need to beg, borrow, and steal. It's a financial investment in your well-being, in your future. That money will come back. I see everyone talking about like, oh, like money comes back, but you're never going to be in Santorini in your 20s again. You're never going to have as much neuroplasticity again as you are now, okay? Take that money, go to school, get your education, make an amazing life for yourself, thrive, grow. I'm so excited for you. Okay, that has been my tough love rant. I think you need to go to school. If you are a smart girl with big dreams, you need to get your bachelor's degree. I'm right here cheering for you. It's a hard thing. Oh, it's my gosh. Of course, it's so hard. It is one of the greatest accomplishments of my life, though, because it's hard. What did Lady Gaga say? People can do hard things. Yeah. Lady Gaga was right and Nicki Minaj was right. Not only can people do hard things, we were built to do hard things. We thrive on doing hard things and then turning around and being like, oh my gosh, you see that really hard thing that I did? It feels amazing. And you get to carry that for your whole life. No one can ever take that away from you. All your life, you'll say, yes, I have a bachelor's degree. Yes, I have a degree. I'm kind of an expert in something. That's pretty cool. All right, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you next week and hope you're having a great day. It's raining here, kind of cold, kind of lame for late July, but that's okay because I got to sit here and talk with you guys. Love you girls, and I'll see you in the next one.